Hello, and welcome to my third sketchbook tour. Let's jump right in. This is a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook, the soft cover. I got this because Lee uses it. Oh, that's my AC turning on. I got this because Lee uses it. She says a lot of good things, and I wanted to try a different brand of sketchbook. So of course, covered with stickers. A lot of them also Lee's. These roses, the frog and the raccoon are hers. This is from Hansy, I'm okay. And then we've got Cooper from Trolls and Mr. Dinkles from Trolls. And then this is a Lego apple. And then on the back, we have Harry Styles' Fine Line from the vinyl, another Hansy Harry Styles. This is from Sticker App, when I ordered my stickers through them, which I'll show you later when we get to that page. And then this is from one of the girls I babysit, Reagan. Her art teacher turned their art into stickers, but this is from a couple years ago. Vans. So let's open her up. I decided to do a big, I wouldn't say welcome page, more of just like, this is who this belongs to. I started this in May of 2020 and I finished it pretty much a year later. So I'm really proud of that. I think this is one of the quickest I've filled a sketchbook. I know a year is a long time, but I finished it. That's what matters. I also like to include a list of like things to draw if I don't know what to draw, but I usually end up not doing any of these. I have a couple of them checked off, but you win some, you lose some. I also started crocheting and knitting during this sketchbook, so we have a gridded out plan of a blanket that I still have not finished yet, as well as some things pasted in because I needed a little protection page because these were chalk pastels. I tried to seal them, but they still like rub off, so the fixative that I used did not work. Drew my lunch. I was really trying, like at this point in the sketchbook, like last June, I was really trying to draw more and use my colored pencils more apparently, because there's a lot of colored pencil here. Drew some frogs, Kermit. This was my planning out and patterning for the Harry Styles J.W. Anderson sweater, which I did finish this. This is my favorite page. This one, it's watercolor with some colored pencil. I'm pretty sure I had a reference image for this, but I really love the bluey greens and all these swatches right here. I'd love to turn this page, or even just this chunk, into like a postcard print someday. This is more of these, I figured out a way to draw peonies, so I'm like, let's draw more, but I still like the ones on the other page better. This was me trying to do like an Art Snacks breakdown, like a tester, trying to make a piece with all of the stuff I got. I don't know if I really like what I made. This was planning out a present, again from my friend Reagan. It was for her 11th birthday. She was really into hats last summer, so I bought her 2 hats and I embroidered them, one with her name and rainbow letters, and then one with some flowers kind of off to the side. I really like how this turned out. This was an idea I saw on Pinterest. This is once school had started. So we started off initially as completely virtual, and then we moved on to campus for certain classes. So this is contemporary performance theory, and these are some of my classmates, those who would turn their cameras on, and then this was one of my professors. This is a random guy that I saw on Pinterest that I thought was funky. And then that's me. I messed up on the hand. Don't know if that looks much better. This was me planning out the order of my portfolio. I took a portfolio development class in fall of 2020. So I believe my actual physical portfolio book had 48 pages. So this was just me planning out a good order, but also writing out what I had. And then also reminders for myself for making the website version of my portfolio, which I will link below. Please go look at it. This is Peachtober 2020. This is my second time doing Peachtober and my first time actually completing it, so I was really proud of that. And I managed to record me doing a lot of these, which I already have a video of up. But yeah, I love these. I have all of the originals right here actually, all binder clipped together. I've sold a few of them on Etsy already, like I believe this one was Horn, and I drew a little devil Cupid. And then which other ones did I sell? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I sold this one, Shadow. The water really leaked. But it's a witch and a little cat. And then I sold Moon, my favorite one. But all the other originals are still available in my Etsy shop if you're interested. This was a little GIF I ended up making for Halloween, just because drawing for a month straight really kept me drawing, I guess. This was another plan for a cardigan I wanted to make that I ended up frogging because I wanted the colors on the edge, and I did it backwards. That's what I'll say. This is a drawing I did inspired by the last production I did before I graduated. We did Shakespeare's Measure for Measure, so this is the main character, Isabella. This is my interpretation of the actual set that was designed by one of my professors, but I designed Isabella's costume. But it's her in the palace with Angelo's shadow over her. There's Isabella. I wish I had different skin tone markers because this is not accurate to the actress. This is Mistress Overdone, and then I saved like all of my fortune cookies, all the fortunes. So this one says, life is a play. It's not its length, but its performance that counts. I just thought it would go with this because this is a play. We've got more, we've got some knitting planning. This is Wonder Co-Creations on Instagram. She did a knit along last December. I have not completed mine yet, but these are all of her instructions in math. We got some nectarines, also inspired by a fortune cookie. This one says, love is like a sweet nectarine, good to the last drop. Nectarines are really good fruit. One of my favorites. These are some mushrooms. Whenever I have like leftover paint, I just cover a page of my sketchbook. Like I go way ahead and just cover it and then paint over it later. So this is acrylic background, and then these are gouache on top. This is my first Still Here Still Life. I love their Instagram. They post weekly prompts. or weekly picture prompts, and then I love seeing people's different interpretations, especially when they don't do a drawing, when people like do a sculpture, something physical. It's always cool. These are all of my watercolor paints. I think I was trying to build a new palette because I think that's what's on the new page. So this is my current watercolor palette, and then this is me trying to make a color wheel with it. I was having a lot of trouble mixing a purple. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but these are Daniel Smith Phthalo Blue and Daniel Smith Cadmium Red Medium. So I don't know if it's just like the red is too much or the blue is too much, but I can't make purple. This is another cardigan plan, much rougher, but this one I am working on currently. I actually have it right here. This is a sleeve, and I've been trying to make a video about this, so hopefully that'll be up soon as well. It's just a bunch of sunburst granny squares. So this is another Still Here, Still Life, and I ended up making stickers out of these two pomegranates, which it's a mess over here. There's one of them. This is my new sketchbook. I haven't used it yet, but I did put stickers on it. There's my other one. This is a figure drawing that I did just because I'm working on improving my skill and drawing better so that hopefully I can get into a grad program. These are 3 more poses. I really liked how she turned out, but she's too long to fit in the Instagram format, which is kind of disappointing. So I think I had her legs and maybe like the tips of her fingers cut off. I had an order from Lee, so I pasted in all the stuff that comes with that. And then I drew a bunch of shoes, a bunch of Converse. This one is my absolute favorite. Another figure drawing of a man. I never draw men. These were a bunch of rapid fire 1 minute poses, and then I outlined the ones I liked and then completely wrote over this one that I absolutely hated. This was me. I think we're starting to get to the point where I want to be done with this sketchbook, but I still have a lot to go. So I'm just trying to fill space. So I did this drawing and I got a new pen that I really loved and had to write about it. These are some drawings of shoes I did on colored paper. I really love how these turned out. This is my other little girl that I babysit, Eden. So we did a little drawing game where she would draw something on one side and then she'd have me copy it on the other. I have no clue what these are from. I know it's some YouTube thing that she watches, but I have no clue what these are. I know that this one is Fiery Junior and that one's Fiery and Icy. Like, she told me their names, but I don't know what they're from. I really loved seeing her problem solve and try to figure out where she could fit characters, because instead of lining them up like I did, she kind of started real big in the middle and tried to fit them in where she could. This is probably one of the last good spreads in this sketchbook. This is right after the Grammys, because this is what Harry Styles and Lizzo wore. I really love how Lizzo turned out, especially her hands. I think her having rings and nails on somehow helped me like break down the shapes or just figure out where things need to go. This is Gigi Good from RuPaul's Drag Race. And some poppies. I drew some birds. I really love how the parrot turned out. I've never drawn a parrot before, but he looks really good. And then these are some post-its from work. I have like my first retail job right now, and sometimes at the register I get so bored. Also, I do not work at Culver's. A friend of mine does, and I like to keep the post-its that they put on your window, not window, your rear view mirror, your side mirror. I don't know what it's called. This is another spread with Eden, and I know what these are. These are Among Us. She calls them Amonga. But this is from a YouTube series of either people playing or I think they're animated. She's not allowed to watch this anymore, I think. This is where I've decided I had stopped. I tried doing a few portraits. This one I think turned out really good. These are all from Pinterest. I know that one is Diana Ross though. I don't know who anyone else is. Pasting in some black paper and drawing in white ink. Some bugs and little doodly flowers. This was me like trying to plan out a painting idea. Who knows if it'll ever happen. We got Queen Poppy, Queen Barb, Tiny Diamond, and Mr. Tinkles. And then me trying to fill space. I glued in a Big Bud postcard and drew some of the suns with some art snacks supplies I had gotten. And then I'm done. Finally finished. And then my last little bit here, I always glue in one of these like Lush envelope things to use as a pocket to shove like little scraps of paper or extra stuff I have in. This is from Lee. I forget what I ordered that came in this, but use this as a pocket too. And kept some stickers from fruit and birthday cards and stuff. But that's it. Thanks for watching.